Simon, your first game at home, how do you assess today?
Look, it was a really good, challenging test for us, to be fair. Full credit to Rangers. We knew and expected that they would have some really good technicians, handle the ball really well, some really good individuals. Caused us a lot of problems. We didn't start the game like we should do or want to do, but sometimes you give the opposition the credit for that. There's certain things within how we were allowed them to dictate the game early on, but we solved a few problems as we went along. We won the game as well, which is a big thing to have, to be 2-0 down and then come back. Just shows a mentality that we're going to need throughout the course of the season. So some really good performances, things that we still need to work on. We've still got 3 weeks still away from just under from the first game. So overall pleasing to win the game after conceding so early, and that can only be a positive.
Yeah, you mentioned it there, going into the break behind. What was said to activate that change and get back into the game?
Well, we tweaked a few things with the team that we had out there. So told 1 or 2 players that they needed to just get a little bit closer to the opposition, because when opposition players like that can handle the ball, you can't give them too much room and distance between each other, and we managed to sort of solve that problem, and we set some traps and capitalised on some good opportunities.
How would you say this test differs to the other game plans in previous pre-seasons?
Well, you can look at this Rangers team probably compared to maybe like a York or a Rochdale Gateshead that play really high-risk football, handle the ball in good areas. So that'd be part of it when we talk about the opposition. But ultimately as well, what we need to do if we're going to be at home, where we need to really get this atmosphere buzzing for the whole of the season. So it's great to send the supporters home after a first game here for such a few weeks and months, and hopefully we can keep seeing more of that as the season goes on.
And a lot of the new faces got to run out today. How would you say they're settling into the new environment? Yeah, look, they're a real good, genuine group, and that's been part of the recruitment process, that not just good footballers are good types. They have to sort of blend into the sort of characteristics that I set, but what else is set in the dressing room as well. So yeah, they've settled in really well, and you saw two 11s play a different system, and ultimately as well they all affected the game. And that's, for me, it's going to be having good options available sort of throughout the season to do whatever I need to do with whatever personnel I pick. And it's the 4th game in pre-season. Are you getting an idea of your best 11?
Yes and no. I think everybody's still got 3 weeks to impose themselves into my thoughts. Like, I've got an idea, but that can be changed very quickly on certain things. So all they keep doing is working hard in training, affecting games, and doing the best that they can. And that continues to the standards that we've showed today at times, then that's going to be a difficult decision for me, who's going to start, but also a good decision as well.
And looking on to Saturday, Nicky's testimonial against Leeds, how will you look going into that game? Yeah, look, players have got a few days off now because they've been in many days over this first 3 weeks, double, triple sessions predominantly. So they get a couple of days to go back home, rest up, see the families, and then 3 good days' work against another good test against Leeds, 21s, 23s, whatever, and might be a different challenge for us as well.